The following is a special presentation of Henrico County Public Schools. The Varina Blue Devils versus the Hanover Hawks.
Welcome to Glenn Rudisile Court at Varina High School here in Henrico County, Virginia. We got a great night of hoops for you as the Varina Blue Devils play host to the Hanover Hawks. I'm Will Catterley from HCPS-TV. We are in cooperation, I should say, with members from the Varina Center for Communications and Media Relations. Everybody you see doing the camera work and being the talent behind me as well, doing slow-mo, replay, all that jazz. As we introduce the Varina Blue Devils here in the dark, we are in for one heck of a treat. Varina taking on Hanover, the Blue Devils, last year making it all the way to the state semifinals. And a number of these players fresh off of an appearance in the state football championship. Hanover, their team has already been announced, and they turn off the lights for this, so that's why you're not seeing us right now, but it's a little bit of a light show. As we'll introduce the rest of the crew calling tonight's action in just a second. Fun moment before the game. Head coach Randolph got his 100th win. He was celebrated his 100th career win with the basketball. 100 wins, 12 losses record. Let's get back to introducing the crew. To my right, Sair Rex. To my left, it is Jabri Pearson and David Venny. Guys, we're going to have some fun tonight. Two really great teams in Varina and Hanover. Let's start with the home-standing Varina Blue Devils, Sire.
The Blue Devils come in with an 11-3 record, led by sophomore Brian Mitchell, averaging 18 points per game and 9 rebounds. Caleb White is also a sophomore who leads the team in assists and steals. Coach Boone Randolph just won his 100th game last Friday against Henrico, and the Blue Devils also haven't had a full team all season.
Yeah, that was big. 82 points scored by the Blue Devils in that one. What do the Hawks have to do to hang in here? They're pretty good themselves, Jabri.
While the Hanover Hawks, they're coming in with 11-5 record, averaging 67 points per game while having 55 points allowed, with their leader scorer named Ari McWilliams, a junior, 14 points per game. And with their balanced scorer, Aiden Tremue, 12 points and 1.6 steals. And while they currently have 4 seniors led by head coach Rob Rice.
And David, as we get to tip-off, what are the keys to victory in this one?
Hanover going to have to start the game off shooting the ball well while limiting turnovers to keep the game close. Varina, on the other hand, is going to have to force the turnovers to lead to points so they can stay ahead. This is looking forward to be a good game here.
Absolutely. Just these two teams just combined 7 losses total on the year as we start off with Hanover in possession. Varina will play some straight man-to-man. This is a guard-oriented team, are the Hanover Hawks, and they only limit their opponents, as you said earlier, Jabri, to only 55 points per game.
That's right.
Varina scores sometimes at 70 to 80 points a clip, so something's got to give tonight.
That's right.
Hanover looking for an opening. I tell you what, I was at Henrico for Varina's game against the Warriors on Friday night when Boom Randolph scored his 100th win as head coach, and they did this, which was get stops on defense and turn into instant offense. And we've got an early foul, and it's on Tremue, and they do not want him in foul trouble.
Setting up Caleb, shooting 2 free throws.
You two know a lot about a lot of these players, not just because you're classmates, but you guys are teammates on the football field.
Yeah, we also grew up with them.
Good.
With both Weishes.
Yes, sir.
Of course, there's Weiss Sr.
Yeah.
KJ was big here. Caleb's been big.
Yeah.
Caleb, his first game back on the hardwood here was just a couple of weeks ago as he knocks down the second free throw.
He's already leading the team in assists and steals. It's crazy.
And he's only been here for almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's kind of hard for basketball because basketball shape and football shape is 2 different things.
How is it different?
Basketball, I feel like basketball, you just going. Football is different possessions, offense and defense. You know, you'll be able to take breaks. If you're an offensive player, you'll play offense. If you're a defensive player, you'll play defense. But Caleb was an athlete, so he really already had the win in him. So,
Steal by Hanover. Usually it's Varina doing that, and it comes right back to the Blue Devils. Yeah, there's a whole lot more ebb and flow to the game of hoops.
yeah.
Nice give inside. No, the rebound is
By Caleb Slaughter.
Yep. Straughter's there to get it. Blue Devils
Take him all the way.
to the rack. No. So a little cold to start things off.
Yeah.
Hanover tries to work it in. There's that defense I was talking about. Varina's defense has been fantastic. As we said pregame, Blue Devils fresh off a state semifinal appearance. Coach Boom ran off 100 wins, just 12 losses. And the 3 this year have all been very close.
Close games.
On the inbound. Have not had a made field goal yet, just the one free throw by Caleb.
It's great defense by both teams right now.
Yeah.
The length of Varina is going to be a problem for Hanover. That 3 is up, and it is good.
That 3. Them type of teams, man, they shoot threes. And that'll be a reason for them to stay in this game tonight, knocking down their shots.
Well, as David said, they got to shoot well. So shooting from beyond the arc's really important, right,
It's going to
Dave?
be pretty big.
Yes, sir.
And I feel as seeing Varina play, I feel like they're aggressive with their defense. So you got to find ways through that aggressive defense and learn ways to score. So
Nice
Good
pass
play,
inside.
good
Wasn't it?
layup.
Straughter on the finish, and we're tied at 3. Aiden Trimew brings the ball up.
Fouled by Caleb White.
It's a nice move inside, but the tree's too much. They do get the rebound, though.
Oh, over the top, over the back.
Yeah, you're right, over the back. So we'll go the other way. Possession goes back to Varina.
Another thing the Blue Devils will have to do is stay out of foul trouble tonight.
Absolutely. Especially when you have a lot of players back that really haven't gelled, chemistry-wise with each other. You don't need some of those guys on the bench early.
and you
Turnover
also got to
right
remember, a lot of these players, they are coming from football, so they still in that aggressive mind state, So
Yeah, being disciplined is going to be real big for them, especially going into the playoff run.
I enjoy it, though, because, you know what, even the transition from football to basketball, you can see a physicality to the brand of basketball that Varina plays.
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell some of these guys play on the gridiron as well.
Facts.
Hanover with the rebound. They have a chance to take the lead here.
Tied up game. It's a pretty close game to start off.
That shot goes
Lucky.
up, and it is in.
that was
That
Ari McWilliams.
Mick Williams.
McWilliams leading scorer coming in.
It's great.
Balanced offensive attack overall for Hanover, but generally McWilliams is the guy that they have to have.
Yes, sir.
Caleb.
Shot. Whites. He's very great at facilitating and also finding shots for his team and himself.
I think he had double-digit assists in the first half alone last Friday at Henrico.
Yeah,
And Mitchell was the recipient of that.
Yeah. Mitchell can shoot that 3-ball good, too.
He's got inside-outside game, no doubt.
Yeah. For him to be that size, be able to shoot like that, it's crazy.
And, I saw him last year. I didn't see all that part of his game. I saw him as a guy, a big-time 3. That was deep. That was NBA range,
Like
guys.
Tremble.
Hanover up 8-5.
Aiden Trimew, senior
Trimew
guard.
again.
Hanover coming with a press. Varina breaks the press for a layup by DeMar Carter.
They call him D1 for a
D1.
reason. He should be playing D1 ball and football. Maybe he can play both. Here's a steal.
Steal by
Another
White.
turnover by Varina.
Weiss.
And one by Caleb.
And one by Weiss.
The coaches take pride in that. If you get fouled, finish the layup. Free 3 points. Don't miss your free throws.
Star quarterback for the Varina football team got hurt in the state championship game.
Yeah, that was big for us. That was big.
He did his rehab, came back. He's looked good since his return.
Yeah.
Facts.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. With 3:09 to go here in the first. And he converts
Makes
it.
the free throw.
Blue Devils up 2.
Farley checking in, getting Caleb out of the game.
Meanwhile, number 15 coming in, it's Josh Seifert for Hanover.
Forward.
Coming in for Riley Baton.
I mean, you look at the Hanover roster and you see like 7 guards on the first page.
Yeah.
This is a guard-oriented team, make no doubt about it. I think Varina's length might have something to say here tonight.
Good drive.
Coast to coast by D1.
Speaking of D1, there it is. Damari Carter for 2. Varina up 4.
Varina also comes into the game with versatile big mans. You know, they big mans also can handle the ball as well, so the athleticism is going to be also a plus for Varina tonight.
Stop, pop, nice shot, doesn't work for
Rebound
Hanover.
by Strauder.
Strauder's in command here. Strauder wants it all.
Court coast to coast again. Timeout by Hanover.
Rob Rice says, let's talk things over for a minute. Oh, if he didn't do that Euro step, he could have slammed it down. Come on, big fella.
They needed that timeout before they start to get Varina hot.
Yeah.
I like what you said, though, about the versatility of Varina. They can play physical. They can beat you with finesse. They can beat you with shooting. They can beat you with defense. They can beat you with turnovers.
That goes a long way.
It's got to be hard if you're a head coach of an opposing team. You try to come up with a game plan. What do you do?
It's hard to scheme against them because they big man. If you guard them too close, they'll blow by you and go to the rack. If you give them space, they're gonna shoot the 3. And it's athleticism. You know, you play against teams like Varina, you can't really get too much stuck on one player because you have the next player, and the next player is like, they just a well-coached team. By Coach K and Coach Randolph, you know, their coaches know basketball, the team know basketball.
Kenneth Randolph, that's an amazing 100 wins, 12 losses. Amazing.
And I didn't even feel like he lost that much games. It felt like I could count on one hand and see how much losses he took. It's very rare seeing him lose.
He probably remembers his losses, though. The coaches, when they win that much and they only lose that much, they remember their losses.
I'm used to seeing him pull up and win pretty often.
David Venny's key to the game. Hanover needed to shoot well. The first couple of minutes they did all right. Not lately, though, man.
And they started off the game shooting pretty good, but now after the turnovers, they're starting to have a lot more of those.
Varina in the inbound. Stop, pop. Nothing but nylon. Nice looking shot. And there he is, Brian Mitchell, leading scorer. He was just kind of like the third, fourth wheel, I feel like, for Varina the last couple of years. He's really come on strong in terms of producing points in 2024-25.
And he's only a sophomore, so
he's got
him and White's the next 2 years is going. I ain't gonna lie.
It's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
That's right. A lot of people don't realize it. Caleb's only a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. He just had a sensational football season. Came in as a freshman last year, checking into the game. Braylon Hood, also another D1 football player, you know.
And a reminder, game coverage brought to you by the crew at the Center for Communications and Media Relations. That means the cameras you're seeing, the slow-mo replays that we'll have coming at you. Everybody talking except me. It's from the Varina Center for Communications. So, yeah, we've got a bunch of high school guys and girls bringing you this action.
Hanover trying to run some off-ball screens to set up that guy for the open shot.
That was good execution except for the shot, though.
That was a good play.
Varina will bring it back up. Chance to increase their lead. Up 16-8 right now.
I got to give it to Hanover. They're playing good defense right now.
Yeah.
Not giving up a lot of open shots.
Good curl to the hoop. Couldn't finish
layup.
the bunny, though.
Jump ball on the play. Varina's also physical as well. That gives them another plus coming into this game.
Yeah,
they use their bodies, use their length that they have, use the physicality that they have. That's what one of the things their coaches preaches as well. Coach AT preaches physicality.
Michael Farley will inbound as Varina had possession on the jump ball. 3 ball, right back to Farley. No.
He's another D1 athlete as well.
He gets another chance. This time he'll drive it.
Pass
to Braylon Hood.
Rejected.
That was a nice physical down low play right there.
So Hanover with a chance. Double team coming. Gets out of that. And here comes the turnover.
Transition.
Caleb Strauder.
Another turnover.
That was a good way to get in the pocket.
Strauder lost the handle on it. Back come the Hawks.
Joe Nicholson.
Nicholson
for 3.
Put back.
Put back. Yes.
You got to put that in. Varina will bring it back up. 20 seconds to go here in a low-scoring first quarter. Strauder Strongly,
Starter
no, but the
on
rebound. They got another shot.
Ryan Mitchell back at the top of the key.
Recess the offense right here.
He got 10 on the play clock here.
Pass to Braylon Hood.
Hood.
Hood's going to have to put it up.
Hood. Go up, Hood.
And he
Good bucket right there
gets
by
it to
Hood.
go at the buzzer.
End
And
of the
that'll
first.
take care of the first quarter of action as Varina will have a 10-point lead now, 18-8 after one. So, David, pretty good shooting by Hanover early. Then both teams kind of didn't shoot it well. And then one of the keys was Varina getting turnovers, and we saw that there on that last possession.
Yeah, both teams are getting a lot of turnovers right now. And it's not a lot of scoring going on, but it's the physicality on defense that matters. So preventing points on the board for both teams.
David, how do you feel like if Hanover can't shoot the ball, how do you feel like what is another way that they can stay in this game?
They're just going to have to play a lot of defense and prevent points on the board for Varina. And then they're just going to have to get the offense working off of that.
Yeah, it's one thing to get a stop, but to be able to get a stop and then turn it into offense.
And points.
And
That's
turn
big.
it into points.
That's
And then
big.
if they get a chance to execute some fast breaks, if they're able to get some.
The fast break opportunities, they need to capitalize on those.
Yeah.
Varina was able to do that in the first quarter against Hanover. Hanover needs to turn the tables if they want to get back into this one.
Get back into this game.
Because back to what you said, every time I notice when they get to the paint, their size, they can't put it up because they're guards. It's mostly guards. And while we got these, you know what I'm saying, they really big. So
I don't really like to call. I don't really, with Varina's lineup, I don't call them big mans or guards, except for like I call somebody like Caleb a guard because of the size. But I don't really call them Varina's like by positions. They coaches teach them how to play the 1 through 5, and they teach them.
We see his brother, older brother KJ, watching him from the seats. Both of them on opposite sides of the upcoming Super Bowl, I hear.
Yeah, KJ likes the Eagles, Caleb likes the Chiefs. We'll see how that goes in the household next Sunday.
Here comes a potential steal. Hanover will
got Joe
recover.
Nickerson. A little known fact, Joe Nickerson actually is originally from over here. He played with us at East End Tigers.
Yeah.
And then he went up to Hanover.
So
Takes it up and rejected.
Blocked it
By
by
Damari
D1.
Carter.
Amari Carter says no. And Mitchell says no as well. He can't get that to
Rebound.
go. They've done a decent job on the glass.
Another thing about Nicholson being from over here, a lot of players, growing up, they play against each other, but they know each other. So that's another thing about, Richmond sports or Virginia sports. A lot of we all familiar with each other. That makes the competition better.
Sure, in the 804, you see that all over the place.
All the
and
time.
All the time.
All the time.
Makes the rivalries more fun and heated.
Yes,
Especially
sir.
when we get into spring sports.
Yeah.
Lacrosse and baseball, softball, all these rec leagues.
That baseball rivalry. But that whole rivalry between Varina and Highland Springs is just something to watch every year.
Anyone who loves baseball or just really enjoys high school sports, go to that new baseball stadium they have over there.
And Dory Park.
And Dory Park. It's that's a nice facility. I went there for a Varina Highland Springs game last spring. And yeah, you could feel it. Crowd was into that.
Yeah, you can fit any sport that involves Varina and Highland Springs is one to watch for sure. And it's always going to bring attention. Because if Varina and Highland Springs are playing each other, people will drop what they're doing to see them play in any sport.
Caleb Straughter comes back in now as Hanover will inbound.
Ball
It looks
stolen.
like there's going to be a steal and a
Cameron
chance
Fleming.
for a finish. Oh, it's a layup.
A transition bucket.
He went
by
old
Cameron
school. Fleming, an old school layup. They don't need the ladder with the peach bucket.
Yeah, Fleming is a senior guard. He coming in, he's having a very solid year as well, stepping up in big-time moments for this team.
Yep.
Hanover forced to call another timeout.
Another
to talk it
timeout.
over. 20-8, Varina right now here with 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Yeah, that Super Bowl is, to me, it's going to be like Christmas.
Yeah.
All the red and the green.
One to remember. That game is going to be another one to remember. We'll see if Saquon could get his first ring or Patrick Mahomes will three-peat.
Again, game coverage brought to you by the Crew, the Center for Communications, Media Relations here at Varina High School as the Varina Blue Devils, fresh off their state semifinal appearance last year, come back into this season wanting to finish the job.
Leaving Hanover scoreless this whole second quarter with 6:50 to go.
That's right. Points are hard to come by against this defense.
This team is
And
so
they haven't
versatile.
even had everybody on the court yet.
I know it.
Very physical, applying a lot of pressure on defense.
Physical man coverage right
That's
here.
a nice shot right there.
Nice shot.
Number 11, it's Trimu.
Trimu again. Yeah, he's a big factor for this team.
Straw to bring it up. Now Hanover going with a little bit of pressure. And almost paid off. And
Oh.
it actually does.
Turnover by Varina. Hanover's ball.
So the Hawks will get possession back, down 20-10.
Eric McWilliams just checked into the game. For Nicholson. Ten-point lead for the Blue Devils right here.
Hawks part of Class 4.
This is a great regional matchup right here.
Yeah, it really is. Both these teams.
It's possible
Class
they could
4.
see each other in the playoffs as well.
Well, they would definitely be in a regional matchup as Caleb with the steal tries to make a little space. Instead,
Little known
shot
fact
gets
too.
knocked out.
The football team, Varina football team, played the Hanover Hawks in their first
We
round.
played them 2 times that year. We played them 2 times this past year that just passed.
Got them both times.
Yeah, regular season and playoffs.
Caleb to inbound.
Shot by Mitchell.
Mitchell in the corner.
good.
Bang.
Knocked down by Mitchell. He's a great 3-way scorer.
He loves that corner 3.
Yeah, that's his shot.
Varina up 23-10.
He's arguably the best shooter in the school as well.
And that's saying something for a tall guy.
Yeah. That's another thing about, like I said, them not having specific positions because they're all-around shooters, all-around scorers.
Ian Nicholson, Joe Nicholson brother.
Okay. You got the Nicholson brothers on one side.
Rebounded by the Blue Devils. Starter.
Varina. I'm surprised a little bit. Oh, my.
What a slam by
the
DeMar
slam.
Carter.
Ooh, Damari Carter, D1. Slams that one down.
This is what we like to see from the Blue Devils basketball team right here.
Here they
Showtime.
come again.
Bring some intensity.
And layup.
Layup by Fleming.
Fleming with another layup. Not a showstopper, but 4 points in a row off turnovers.
17-point lead for the Blue Devils here in the second.
There's a nice response by
Nice
by
Hanover.
left-hand
Aiden
layup by Tremieux.
Cutting it to the lane, through the lane. You can see the Tremieux's talent.
Yeah, the past few scores has been him.
I don't think this tempo favors Hanover.
Yeah,
I told you, so you give Varina high, it's going to be hard to stop
it's
him.
hard to stop them when they get hot. Facts.
Mitchell with the miss. Hanover back on offense. Down 27-12 here with 4 minutes and change to go here in the first half. Inside. And
Missed
that
layup.
rolls
Rebound
around
by
and out.
Strauder.
And the foul will be on number 2, Riley Baton, the senior forward for the Hanover Hawks. Here's a replay, I believe, of that dunk. Oh, this is Fleming's layup, yep. But that was
Nice,
back-to-back
layup.
steals, which turned into 4 points.
Fast break points, like the game plan said. Running away with the game. Hanover cannot. If Hanover wants to stay in this game, they cannot keep doing what they're doing right now. However, Tremieux he's playing a big role for this team right now. The past few scores have been him.
And right now, the leading scorer, Ari McWilliams, he's starting off a little slow.
Yeah, they got
Rebound by
Tremieux, but
Strauder.
they don't have the McWilliams factor yet.
Yeah.
Here comes Carter.
Oh.
That's a Euro. That was a James Harden travel. Can't get away with that in high school. So turnover back to the Hawks.
Yeah.
Ian Nicholson on the inbound.
Tremieux bringing the ball up the court, guarded by Farley. Varina playing nice switch defense. I don't think they switched out of man this whole half.
They haven't been
Backdoor
forced to.
cut.
Oh, that'll be a jump ball. And it'll
Ball
actually,
stuck.
yeah, it'll go to Varina. So when the ball gets stuck up there, they call the jump.
The jump, yeah.
Alternating possession goes to Varina. So you've seen so many of these guys on the football field, and then you see them on the basketball court. What do you think means more to them, or is it equal?
You can't really judge that yet, for real,
That
because
was a great pass. By
how
the way.
young, like how young the players are, you can't really like say. And now, recruits now, when you get recruited by school, they're starting to recruit players for football and basketball, still allowing them to be multi-sport athletes when they get to the next level.
Makes sense to me. Jaden Harvell in that last bucket, by the way, for
Last
Varina.
layup, senior
You see that a lot around here in Henrico, too. You see that at Highland Springs. You see that at Hermitage.
Like a lot of,
See that
like
Glen
we have a
Allen?
lot of talent. The 804 has a lot of talent.
You certainly do.
So that's so great seeing us play against each other. We were playing against each other since we were young as well.
Well, there's that.
Tight defense by Varina right here.
All right, McWilliams.
McWilliams pass to the corner.
Varina's played basic man-to-man D.
Ian Nicholson for
Oh!
Oh, they're going to get him on the goaltend, I believe. It looked good, but they're
Good
counting the bucket.
So they'll count as 2
That's another thing about athleticism,
for
too.
Nicholson.
D1 getting up high.
Yeah, he can jump high.
Let's take another look here. The pass inside,
Layup.
layup, up and in.
Varina. Oh, nice hop step bucket by D1.
Nicely done by Damari Carter.
Yeah, he's an all-around threat, helping out down low and also getting buckets for the team.
That's unofficially 6 to 8 points for Carter.
Sure.
31-14 Varina here, 2:21 to go.
In the half.
Make that 2:25 to go.
McWilliams.
Ian Nicholson
Shot
for
by
the 3.
Nicholson.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That was a great 3. That was a great 3.
Number 3, that was Ian Nicholson. Coming back to Varina. Saying he can still play. That's a football score right there, 31-17.
31-17. Facts.
Farley with the ball.
Trying to take his
Kicks it
defender
out
off the dribble
Garvell.
there.
Back to Farley. Play right now by Varina. Passing and cutting. Motion.
I don't think Varina expected Hanover to do this much man-to-man.
Yeah, facts.
I'm actually surprised by Hanover trying to stop them, you know.
And that says a lot about Hanover as well. Shot.
Oh, my. I mean, nice rebound, but he tried the tomahawk one-hand dunk and
Put back dunk.
didn't quite have it.
Says a lot about Hanover coach Rice. You know, showing that he's not scared to go man. Checking into the game. Hood and Mitchell.
Let's take a look at this again. Stop, drop, layup.
Hop step layup. Great bucket. At Carter.
They're calling the foul on the floor, so it won't be a shooting foul. Varina will inbound instead.
Farley on the inbound. Try to pass it to Hood, but it stopped.
Stolen by Hanover.
Hawks are kind of plucky.
Gets the ball to Nicholson.
It's about the other Nicholson, his brother.
Brothers.
And they're going to
Foul
call
down low
a
on
touch
Hood.
foul down low. That'll be, yeah, number 2, Braylon Hood. For some reason, I thought it was Michael Farley for a minute, but nope.
Foul on
Joe
22.
Nicholson on the inbound. Pass it to his brother.
Shot.
Good-looking play off the inbound. Does not go, though, and Varina back on the offensive side here. Let's see what they got going. Oh, nice pass by D1, but maybe a little too fancy. Braylon Hood couldn't control it.
Back to what you were saying about the Hawks, they had to execute on them little plays to get back in the game.
They have to.
Well, they know this show. Varina knows this is being broadcast. They're trying to put on a show, doing a little bit extra. Hanover's got to make the most out of their possessions, for sure.
Facts.
They have a chance here to cut in the lead. 1 minute to go here before the half. Ball is out of bounds, and they're going to say it goes back to Varina.
Miscue with the Hawks offense right there. Thinking that he was going to stay and he moved.
So the Blue Devils with a minute to go here. There's our coverage.
Time
Brought to
ticking
the
down in the
crew.
half to 40 seconds.
Let's see what they do
Farley
here.
taking it up.
D1 for long range, and he got
Three.
it.
He won with the 3.
Nice shot.
Great shot. He's a great all-around scorer.
Damari Carter. From long range, it's 34-17.
David, with this score right here, do you feel like the Hawks can still come back with the game plan that they have?
I mean, they might got to change things up after halftime.
Nicholson for the
but
3.
Usually you can see like stuff like this in college and the NBA. You can see the game start to close out and be a close game at the end of the game. So
That's the difference between basketball and football. Basketball, I feel like
What a
good
play.
layup by Hood.
Great way to end the
Bringing us
half.
into the half.
Number 22, Braylon Hood, and an excellent feed from Mitchell, who usually is a recipient of points, but he can lay through some assists as well. 36-17 is our score at the break as we take one more look of this 3 by Mr. Damari Carter. That is sweet.
Flash.
Nothing but netness. And how about a double replay from our crew from the Center for Communications and Media Relations here at Varina. The pass inside. He could have taken the contact and the foul. Unselfish for 2. Varina's got a nice lead. 36-17 at the half. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with second half action.
You're watching a special presentation of Henrico County Public Schools. The Varina Blue Devils versus the Hanover Hawks.
Welcome back to Glenn Rudisile Court here at Varina High School at Route 5. It is the Varina Blue Devils up 36-17 over Hanover. Will Catterley once again being joined back by Sire Rex, Jabri Pearson, David Venny. The guys, it was tight early, but Varina started to take over late in that first half.
Facts.
Yeah, they started pulling off.
Let's talk about some of the players who have made an impact, and we'll start with actually Hanover has been handcuffed. Varina has only allowed 2 points to Hanover's leading scorer, Ari McWilliams, only with a deuce. But, David, some of the other players for the Hawks have kept them at least somewhat in this game.
Yeah, Aiden Tremu, he got 10 points right now. Ian Nicholson with 5, contributing towards the team.
Meanwhile, we were talking during the first half. We thought, I wonder how many points Damari Carter has. Is he the leading scorer? Turns out, David, he is.
Yeah, currently he has 17 points with Cameron Fleming, Braylon Hood, and Caleb Starter with 4 points as well.
And they will open the second half up 36-17, and Hanover will open with possession.
Ari McWilliams right there.
Shot.
Good rebound by the Hawks. Up and no foul called. Rebound goes back to Varina, and the Blue Devils will bring it back up.
Mitchell bringing the ball up the court right now, setting up a
good pass. He decides to drive, gets his
Slaughter
own
with the
rebound.
starter. He's coming like a Slim Reaper tonight. Man, that's what they call him. Like he's been great for the team tonight, down low, outside.
Well, and Mitchell has been more of the facilitator tonight.
Yeah. Versatile, man. They build it versatile.
And he gets a steal
by Mitchell.
Yeah, that's another turnover for the Blue Devils. Taking it coast to coast.
Look at that behind the back.
I got to reset.
Blue Devils up 38-17 early going here in the third quarter. Mitchell.
Step back.
And no.
It's close.
And if the Hawks keep being careless with the ball, it's going to be a long night for them.
Now they need a couple of possessions in a row of good offense, and
Ari
they got to get some stops. McWilliams can't get it going tonight. They need him.
Nicholson for the
Great 3 by Nicholson right there. Jumper looks automatic.
Yeah, Ian's been hot for them.
That was the younger brother Joel there with the 3.
My mistake. Yeah, the younger Nicholson that time. The answer
Mitchell
for
with
Varina.
the 3.
Jake
He's having a great night.
Mitchell's offensive game has been on fire as of
Williams
late.
again.
Shots not falling for Williams right now.
And until it does, until Ari's shot does, Varina has no reason to change anything they're doing defensively.
I think McWilliams should take a different approach on how he goes on offense, probably taking the ball in the hole a little bit more or seeing his shot fall a little bit more before he takes threes. Nice layup right there.
Yeah, you got to connect on that. Instead, it's going to be Varina on the hustle the other way.
Fast break.
And that shit was a miss by their leader scorer, Aiden Tremu, right now.
Foul going the other way. That'll be on Varina.
Hawks ball.
I think they called it on Mitchell.
Fleming checking there.
Carville subbing out.
Oh, they got it on Straughter. I like the rule change they made with the fouls just a couple of years ago. It's gone into this season. They go to 5 fouls, and then you're in the double bonus. There's no 1-and-1. But then they reset every quarter as the long shot just will not go for Hanover.
And with that bonus, you get 2 free throws guaranteed at the line now.
You get 2 free throws guaranteed, but then it resets and you got to get back to 5 again.
Yeah.
So I think it quickens the pace of the game a little bit.
Yeah, facts.
Blue Devils up 21 here against the Hawks.
Straughter taking it up.
Almost had an and one.
Great way to get to the box and get fouled, man. Sets him up for 2 free throws.
first
He's been great
team.
for the Blue Devils tonight.
That's one thing I like about this team. They're not scared of contact.
Well, that's the football players.
They actually absorbed the contact more. First free throw made by Strada.
You can get away with having your hands on a receiver, but the second you push a basketball player, you're called.
Ref's blowing that whistle.
Yep.
The referee is going to blow that whistle.
That's a tuck.
But it's not pass interference. Unless you're Mahomes.
That is.
Varina on the rebound. Here it comes. There it is.
Strada.
That's the replay where I think he just losing the handle as you saw right there. That's what
Started right there again with 2 points.
That's what messed up the communication a little bit. Can Hanover get a 3 here to go? No, they cannot.
Missed
Might get it to go.
That's a couple that rattled in and out.
Hanover's it's nothing Varina needs to change this half. They've been on the road lately.
They have a
I
lot
feel like
of
Hanover needs to take a different approach. Instead of just shooting the ball, run a fast-paced offense because they need a lot of points here to get back in this game.
I would trap up top just to see if we can get a steal and an easy layup. But
They need a lot of that.
Varina will be content to be up 44-20 here. And there is the steal by Hanover.
Stolen.
Active hands by Varina. Still a corner 3.
Williams
McWilliams with
off the mark again.
the miss, and Varina going the other way.
Mitchell.
Rebound,
Look
Mitchell
back.
scores 2 more.
Rebound and a point.
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting them second chance points tonight.
And Mitchell only had 5 at the half. He already has 4 here in the third.
Told us out to 9 points.
I see this official everywhere. He works every single night, as a lot of these officials do, because there's so many games to cover.
Yeah.
Here
There's
it
a
is.
lot of officials reffing a lot of games. A lot of officials familiar with coaches as well.
Shoot me with the 3.
Look at that work. Look at that work in the replay there. Just going after it down low, just being ferocious
Great replay.
is Mitchell inside. I know we keep talking about him, but he is the kind of guy that helps you win those tough grind 'em out games in the playoffs where it's go home or win or go home.
Facts. Jaden Walker just checked into the game, another all-state linebacker for the football team. I feel like he will help them out too.
Where do you guys see Varina football? I mean, obviously, you guys being a part of it. Where do you guys see it next year?
I see us making a deep run in the playoffs as well. I feel like this year,
Unbelievable job on the offensive glass.
agree.
Sorry to cut you guys off, but that was insane.
I feel like though this year, if we get there this year, I feel like we got to capitalize. There's no more just getting there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm young, but I played in that game, so now I have experience in that game. You know.
So does Caleb, who just
So
scored.
does Caleb. So does we have a lot of returners as well. So I feel like this year, you know, we want to send our class of 26 off right. We have a lot of great players in the class of 26. We want to send them to college
Definitely.
with a win under their belt.
Varina wants to send Hanover home by going to zone defense here. A nice rebound by
Speaking
Hanover.
of that, Hanover is still in man as of right now. So
See if Coach Rice would change up his approach.
Here's a replay. Check this out. This is on the transition offense by Caleb, your quarterback coming back, only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
You know, it's funny, out there in Lynchburg, driving back, run into the Varina families at a Sheetz of all places where we all dined that evening.
Yeah.
And there were some parents in there, and they were like, you know, maybe they were just there a year early.
Yeah, no,
Just
facts.
a year early.
Facts.
definitely.
We feel like going into the season, the whole 804 did not have us going to states, but we trusted ourselves. And, you know, for us, we have a lot of young guys, So coming back this year, we're going to have experience. We're going to keep getting bigger, faster, stronger, better, you know, more. I feel like.
Cohesive, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like this year we was more as a brotherhood than we was than my freshman year, which was 2023-24 year. And you know, and I feel like we just keep gelling together. We'll be back for sure. We'll be back.
50-21 right now for the Blue Devils on the court. Sticking with
Farley.
a man-to-man. And Farley taking his man inside. Nice
Good
dish
pass.
and finish.
Fundamental layup by Walker right there, you know. He's a very coachable player. He's a great player.
And back on that fundamental, he's fundamental on the court and on the field.
Look how far out they extend their defense.
Dave, how do you feel like that how would you, if you was a coach, if you Hanover and you know, how would you approach this defense?
You got to have somebody cut to the basket,
Yeah.
to the middle. If you're going to have two guys come out to guard you in kind of an extended zone like that, you need somebody to have a sharp cut to the hoop. Here it is. Great pass inside. Number 24 with a finish.
Jaden Walker. Farley taking it up the court.
Giving Caleb a little bit of a breather.
Farley transferred running back out of St. Chris. You know, he's looking to come in and be a big impact for the team, for the football team this year as well.
Slaughter back up Farley.
Now they go into a zone. Look at this. They finally did it. It's like a box and one, I think. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You can see
Three ball.
David's dream come true.
Of course, good shooting teams, their eyes light up when they see a zone.
Yeah. Hanover taking the ball down the court.
52-21 here, third quarter.
Varina checks into a zone as well.
Nice job on the rebound. 24's done some nice work.
Rebound by Walker.
Yeah, Jaden Walker is having some nice minutes right now.
Right.
Three ball from the corner, another banana line.
That corner three and Mitchell is like, they're very familiar with each other.
Oh, man. Reminds me of, I'm going to date myself. the young Danny Ainge. Not the GM, the player for the Celtics. He would have that corner three knocked down. Oh, man. Nice pass again. Walker's
another center kid as well. Him and Braylon Hood, both center kids.
They're not.
Nice three.
They're not only performing to broadcast the game, they are in the game.
In the game as
and
well.
they've given Varina a 57-24 lead as we have a timeout on the court with 59 seconds to go here in the third.
Varina taking off, going up 33 points. You know, a little bit of time left going in the third. So Hanover's going to have to tighten it up in the fourth, and they need some miracles to happen. They want to come back in this game.
And I know we keep gushing about Varina, and rightfully so, but this has been a poor shooting night for Hanover. It has not been the night that R.A. McWilliams is used to. You can see how they could be good if he's on with Trimu, but they need both against the team of Varina's caliber to have a shot.
Yeah.
Right now, the second leader scorer is Ian Nicholson. I'm sorry.
Hanover comes into this game. I know they're not really familiar with games like this, coming in with a short amount of losses. So this is probably different for them. But I would say if Hanover was to see Varina again in the playoffs, win or go home, they'll know what type of approach to take on this game. How do you feel about Hanover's game plan, David?
I feel like, still they need to make some changes because they're not getting enough stops, putting up enough points on the board to close this game up.
Back on that, I feel like they're not executing their fast breaks also.
Facts.
Yeah, missing out on a lot of points.
Varina is taking a slow approach here as time is ticking down in the third.
57-24.
Pass to Jaden Walker to Strider.
Walker.
Oh, nice.
Strider for the two.
Oh, that was a no-look layup as well.
That was a no-look layup.
Great pass by Walker.
And now they're up 35. We're at running clock time pretty much here.
Varina goes into a 2-3 zone here. That could be bad, that could be good if Hanover, they probably seen that Hanover has not been knocking down threes lately. That was a great layup right
there. Shot by
there.
Matthew Powell.
Yeah, that was a nice look inside by Hanover. I think sometimes you get late in the game and you see the game is one-sided. Coaches want to see what their players can do with different looks, different defenses. Three ball, no off the front iron rebound. Up and can't get the layup to go.
But great hustle by Walker right there.
They've owned the offensive glass.
Yes.
Owned it. Here it is
Another
again,
rebound
and he gets it to go.
At the buzzer, Caleb Strider, he's having the night tonight.
Strider is strong, and he will get a free throw before the end of the quarter with a chance to put a 60-burger up. Here it is again. Check it out. There's a deflection. Oh, that's the reverse layup.
Reverse layup.
Woo, that was so pretty.
You can see he can't really see the basket, and Strider If not, he's on his way to having a double-double tonight if the coaches don't sit him down.
He had eyes in the back of his head on that layup.
Yeah, that was a great layup.
And then
Great
here's
hustle.
the battle underneath that Varina just keeps winning. And that's why we're focused on the bodies here. The ball just keeps bouncing around. Blue Devils are first to the basketball.
Yeah, they're really tall and strong down there, being able to get easy rebounds, putting it back up.
And here's the thing. If you're not shooting as well as your opponent, Hanover's not, and you're not defending as well as your opponent, and Hanover hasn't, or we could flip it around. If you're defending better than your opponent, Varina has, and you're winning the rebounds as Varina is, well, that's the ballgame. 62-26 at the end of the third.
For Hanover, them not doing that, they have to hustle and they have to execute on the opportunities that they do get. And they haven't been doing a good job of that tonight. So I think for Coach Rice and his group, you know, they need to regroup going into this fourth quarter, put as much points on the board as they can as this game comes to an end, as this game comes to a close. And they need to take from this. They need to do some evaluating on their schemes and take from that what they can from this game, from a tough Varina squad.
Well, and you want to find something positive to leave, you know, Glen Ruta South Court on if you're Hanover, so that you can take it with you for some momentum later on. Because these matchups late in the season, late in the regular season, really are a primer for things to come later in the playoffs.
Facts.
Hey, sorry, quick question for you. Do you think being able to watch Varina's film, you think they will be able to make changes due to that, or?
Yeah, you can. It's always room for improvement. You know, nobody's just going to be a perfect team, and there's some things that I think Varina can, you know, their chemistry. But like you said, they haven't had their full team play with each other yet because of the football players as well. So I feel like they build chemistry. And they can do that by games like this, you know, putting in different lineups and see who will group together.
Mark Kersey with the shot.
Rebound again, offensive rebounds. Unbelievable.
Right
This time
and he goes to the line.
he'll go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's physicality. He's a all-region linebacker.
6 feet, 215 pounds.
Yeah,
Woo.
big body.
6 feet, 215.
Big body. He was a captain for the defense this year as well.
That was a tough Varina defense. Jay-Sean Richardson.
Yeah.
Some big guys on the D line.
That's out the line extended.
First layup, or first free throw, I should say. Is good.
There's now 5 points for Hood tonight.
Hood looking for another.
Like to
Gets
turn
it.
into 6.
He's a great three-sport athlete as well. I think he holds the record for the most over-the-gate home runs in one season. I think he had like 6 in his sophomore year.
I was talking to Mike Krostick down below. He's at the scorer's table.
Yeah, our
Baseball
equipment coach.
Yeah, equipment coach for football, baseball coach for Varina.
Yeah.
He likes him some Braylon Hood.
I feel like Braylon Hood is just a good individual all around. You know, teachers speak highly of him. You know, he's like a big brother to me, so he always makes sure I'm good as well. I always make sure I'm doing the right thing as well. I just feel like it's not too many things you can say bad about Hood.
He's wise beyond his years, I guess.
Yeah, he's very mature. He always makes sure that I'm doing that. His people's around him, he holds his people's accountable.
That's great. That's always good to hear. Is Varina going to go to their bench a little bit?
Yeah. That's another thing about building chemistry. You know, Varina putting in people. Shot by Harvell. 3 made by Harvell. He's a great three-point shooter. But like I was saying, Varina putting in players to see who would gel together, see what matchups would gel together.
Jaden Harvell. Finally, something going right for Hanover. They get the layup and the foul. And it is 67-26 with 6:21 to go in
Matthew
the
Powell
ball
to
game.
the free throw line.
Varina being up 41, 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Varina was one of my, you were bringing up baseball earlier. That's one of my favorite parks to go to, actually, because of the home run ball.
Yeah,
Like you hit one out, you hit one up, it can go out.
Yeah. And I think it got to a point where people was coming to the games to expect home runs from Hood. You can almost bet on Hood getting a home run. You can almost bet on that every game.
Even with the really good pitching up there with Hanover and Adley, huh?
They
Shot
Hanover
by
and
Harvell.
Adley. Yeah, they have great baseball teams as well. Down
Tell you what,
low.
Harvell's making a name for himself here in the second half.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Varina with
Shenandra
possession and taking care of the basketball up 69-28.
Another football player right now in the game, number 10, Shenandra Williams,
With the
wide
shot.
receiver.
This team, we talked about Kenneth Randolph, 100 wins, got that basketball before the game tonight to commemorate his 100th win against Henrico on Friday night. He said this team, he's never had more football players on his basketball team than this one right here.
Yeah. You could count on one finger how many players actually only play basketball. You know?
A little step-up hook.
And that's a big factor because it's like you give them a week off and they come back rolling like this, only having 3 losses. That's very out of the ordinary for athletes. Athletes need a break. Athletes need to focus on themselves. We just came from a state championship run.
Sure.
And they came back with a week off and playing like this, which is great.
A long,
Says
hard
a lot
physical
about
run
them.
at that, too.
Yeah.
Varina going to go to zone here.
Shot by
McWilliams.
Knocked down 3 by McWilliams.
There he is. So Ari finally maybe top of the keys where his spot should be tonight. 69-31. This game well in hand.
Mike Kersey.
Blue Devils
Ball
about to
stolen
move to
by
12
McWilliams.
and 3. Ooh, Hanover
Fast break for the
with
Hawks.
a chance.
Shamir with the layup. Wow.
Missed the
That
layup.
was great defense. That's why you don't give up on a play.
Great in contest and intimidation by Harville. Pass tipped out of bounds by Nicholson.
You can see the effort from the Nicholson brothers.
Yeah.
A lot of work on the court today.
Yeah. They're very even as this game comes to a close, they're still playing very hard, fast, physical.
You know, that's what college coaches like. You know that you're losing, like, your attitude and how you play.
3 by Harville.
Down.
They also like Harvell's threes.
Yeah. Facts.
Harvell in double digits now on the night. 72-31.
Ian Nicholson with the 3.
Off the mark.
Should stay with Hanover, and it does.
Farley back in the game for Harville.
And that's when you know when you're up 35 points or more, you got the running clock. It's running unless there's a foul.
Other players that's on the bench right now, they're most likely done.
Oh yeah.
They're going to rest up, get ready for another game against a physical Armstrong team this Friday.
Rebound
Put back.
inside. It's
Great
like a
hustle.
broken record. They've had
Shot by
offensive.
Walker.
Yeah, offensive rebound after offensive rebound. The putback, 74-31. It doesn't matter who it is on Varina. They're all doing it tonight.
Oh,
Good hustle by Jaden.
Scrap on the floor, and Blue
break.
Devils come up with it again.
Farley with the ball.
There's some good basketball teams in the 7-5-7-2, so it's going to
Kersey
be
with the shot.
interesting.
nice
State's a
shot.
3-ball.
Kersey, 3.
Number 13 getting his.
Mari Kersey, senior guard.
Yep.
He's been solid this year for the Blue Devils as well.
Ian Nicholson with the foul.
The Blue Devils also have played a lot of players. You know, before the football, when we were still in season, they was playing with 7 players, winning with 7 players. That means everybody has to get involved. So Varina doesn't have people just sitting the bench not playing. Everybody plays a role on this team. You know.
That
It
was a
don't matter.
confident stroke on that replay.
Yeah,
You can see that extra little hop. That's when you know a shooter's got it.
Yeah.
That was good on that replay right there. Again, this game brought to you not just by HCPS-TV, but also by the Center for Communications and Media Relations. That replay,
Shot
just
by
like you
Nicholson.
guys, some high school guys and gals doing the work here on camera as well.
Yes, sir.
Camera, replay, slow-mo, graphics. You guys.
Get taught by our great teachers in the center.
Absolutely. Shout out to them. 18 of you guys came up here tonight on a Tuesday night, 77-33.
Great,
You
40
guys
point
walked
lead.
into this like you've done it a million times, though.
Well, they make sure we train and practice for
They
stuff like
prepared us
this.
good.
You practiced.
They
I
shot
like
by
that.
Hood.
A lot of projects.
Okay.
we
Hood
do.
with the bucket.
They prepare us very well. You know, we go to Varina, so it's not a big school, so we have to talk to each other as well. So talking skills, they teach us how to be respectful and have manners as well.
Center for Communications, you guys have good communication, so there's step one.
Yeah, facts. Screen.
What a great block.
Walker with the leg.
Oh.
Finish that.
Walker with
like
the
the
effort,
hustle,
though.
though.
The effort, fight and get the ball back with the jump ball.
On a play like that, do you feel worse for the passer or for the guy who doesn't finish? Here it is again. Because well, here's the shot.
Shot by Hood. Great shot
Hood's
by
had
Hood.
a great second half.
Facts. I don't know. Another type of plays. I really feel
He's
bad
a glue
for
guy, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Coming in, making a great impact, playing in big games as well.
Under a minute to go here, 79-33. Varina about to move to 12-3 on the season. And
as the clock winds down,
going to have another fun East End matchup, like you said, against Armstrong.
Yeah.
Shot by Ashton Kemp.
Like I was saying, as the clock winds down, Mr. Will, we'd like to thank you for having us as well.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Thank you, Mr.
Just
Will.
call me.
Thank
Oh,
you,
I'm not
thank you,
Mr.
thank you.
Will. Sair, Jabri, David. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun, facts, for sure. It's been a pleasure for you having us on here, be able to commentate your game.
Pleasure is all mine. I'm just glad that we got people who want to be part of this. We got people in a really good center. You guys learning on the job training.
The pass.
Shot by Walker. The clock winding down.
Clock
5,
running down.
3, 2,
This is over.
1.
And they get a block to end it. That will do it. The Varina Blue Devils will improve to 12-3 on the year after a dominant performance against a very good Hanover squad. 79-33, the final for Sair Rex and Jabir Pearson and David Venny. I'm Will Catterley. It has been a blast here working with the Varina Center for Communications and Media Relations. We hope to do this again and see you next time. Any last words, guys, before we let it go?
I just want to thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
y'all for
Hey,
having
guys,
us.
Thank the Lord for
you were
waking us up
great.
every day.
It's a
Guys,
pleasure.
well done, camera crew. Thank you. Fantastic job. Good job, replay. Good job, everyone. Final again, one more time from Glenn Rudisile Court. Varina 79, Hanover 33. We'll see you next time.